Hi guys, today I'm doing another drugstore beauty type video. I haven't done one of these probably in a year. I feel like I do them every year. Sometimes there's repeats and sometimes there's new stuff, but this is kind of best drugstore beauty finds, best drugstore beauty products. And a lot of these things, I don't think a couple of them are pretty common. Like I feel like if you you probably heard of them from a lot of people. Some of them are definitely things that I never hear anyone talk about. I thought that I would share them with you today, and I apologize for my voice. I am so sick. I've been sick for so long now and my voice is just not great, so we're just gonna get over that. The first thing is the one that you've probably heard everyone talk about, and it's probably the best eyeshadow brand from the drugstore, and that is Wet n Wild. So affordable, just so amazing, such good quality. If you are young, if you're not young, if you're starting in makeup, if you're like a genius in makeup, this Comfort Zone palette is literally just going to change your life. The quality is amazing, the shadows are gorgeous, they just blend so well. And of course also their trios, which I think are like $2 or something. The Walking on Eggshells is like the must-have one, according to me anyway. And the top shade is actually really great for like a nice face highlight as well. They're just such good quality and they blend super nicely, and you can just use them with anything, and they're just so good and they're so affordable. So it's awesome that like the cheapest brand from the drugstore has the best quality eyeshadows. Next up is NYX, and this is the NYX Taupe Blush. I know a lot of people used to talk about this, but I feel like lately they don't. I don't know. It's very cheap, and it's just the perfect contour shade. Anyone kind of in the light to medium range could probably use this as their contour because it's not warm whatsoever. It's a very cool taupe-ish brown shade. I know it's considered a blush. I would never use this as a blush. If you like to have a more cool contour, I know a lot of people just use the regular bronzer, and that's fine in summer I think, but in the winter, especially when I'm pale, I really like using this. It just looks a lot more natural. Another face product is Milani's Blush. These are the ones that have like the flower shape in them. I know a lot of people like the Luminoso ones, the ones that are like the baked ones that are shimmery, but I don't like a shimmery blush. But a matte blush when you have big pores looks really good. It just kind of like helps to blur everything, and all of Milani's powders, from bronzers to blushes to face powders, I feel like they really help to blur your pores, and this one is amazing. It's my favorite shade. I have two of them though, like a more pink one as well. This is Romantic Rose, which is just such a nice, simple, pink, dusty rose kind of color, and I think it would suit so many skin tones. It's very simple. I'm wearing it today. I wear it almost every day. I love that, and I love Milani's gold packaging. It's amazing. Another Milani product, and I've talked about this in a lot of recent videos, and that is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I'm just obsessed with it. It's $10, and I just love it so much. I've never used a setting spray I've liked this much, and I've raved about ones before from Urban Decay, and I love the mist from Mario Badescu, but this one's great for setting your makeup when you're done, or even priming your face before you apply your makeup. It just helps to kind of blur your pores and really helps your makeup last and make it not look shiny, and it just really works. But it's not like a primer. You don't feel it on your skin. It just feels really like nothing's there but something is there. I would really recommend it if you like a setting spray, or if your skin's a bit dry for a powder. So I've also talked about these in a video recently, and that is the L'Oreal face masks. These are amazing. They're great for multi-masking because I have a more oily T-zone and more dryness around my face, so I'll use this one all over, and then this one just more on my nose and cheek here area. So this one is for kind of big pores, acne, stuff like that, and then this one's more for like texture and tone, that sort of thing. They smell amazing and they just feel really luxurious going on. They're about $10 a piece. They're really on par with my like $20, $30 ones I like from Sephora. And then this is very simple and kind of weird I'm mentioning it, but it's the Kate Moss lip balm. It looks like this. It's just white with little Kate in pink, and it's just a plain simple lip balm. There's nothing like super crazy about it, but it's the perfect texture for underneath a lipstick or a matte lip cream. It just gives your skin, your lips, that moisture that they need, but doesn't interact with like the lip product. It doesn't make it look not matte, and it doesn't like make the wear any shorter or anything, and it's just really nice texture, feels really silky. It really helps your lips not look old and creepy and stuff. I just really love it, and it's only like $4 or even less than $4 or something, and I'd really recommend it if you find that your lip product gets really dry. This is the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit, and I love this. I just think this has everything you would need to do your brows. This one has a dark shade and a light shade depending on what look you're going for, more bold or not. Sometimes I mix them. Then it also has a really gorgeous highlight, which I love. You can also use it as an eyeshadow. It has a brush, it has tweezers, and another brush that I don't remember. Oh, it's like the brush for the highlight, I think. I absolutely love this. I just think it's so useful. It's so cheap. It's like $6 or something, and this thing lasts for like a year. And then this is something that's super obvious if you've ever been on my channel. I talk about it all the time. That's the Batiste Dry Shampoo. This stuff is just the best. I've tried so many dry shampoos from the drugstore, and this one's just the best. And I love this scent. The wild one is definitely my favorite. The original one I don't really like. I don't even think it works as well. And it does leave a white cast in your hair, but if you just blend it in, it goes away, so it's not like a big deal. I've used this when I've had like almost black hair and it was fine. No other dry shampoo can stand up to this, and I'm sure most people would probably agree, so that's something that a lot of people have talked about. Okay, next is a lip liner, and I haven't used lip liners in a while actually because I've been using matte lip creams and they kind of last on their own. But underneath a lipstick or on its own, I love a good lip liner, and my favorite ones from the drugstore are from Rimmel. They're so affordable, they're like $4, and they have really great colors, and they really last so long, and they just blend really nicely. They're creamy, they're not too dry, but they aren't so creamy that they just wear off, and they're retractable, so that's really nice. And they have like a really nice shape to them as well, so they're more shaped like a tiny little lipstick than like a pointed one, like a pencil, which I just prefer. If you haven't tried a Rimmel lip liner, definitely try them out. Next is the Pixi Correction Concentrate. Wow, I almost said that really bad. But this is the Pixi Correction Concentrate, which is great for under the eyes if you have dark circles. There's not many options like this out at the drugstore. This one's about $12 from Target, and it's just such a nice consistency. It's like tacky, but not too tacky. It doesn't dry out your under eye area, and it kind of just gives you that really nice correction. I do end up putting a concealer over it most days, but it just really helps to reduce that blueness. In a couple of my last videos I wasn't using this, and as I was editing them I've noticed my under eye circles, and when I do use this I don't notice them. It's just such a nice consistency and color. So this is not a favorite for this video, but the Bigelow English Tea Time tea is really good. The lipstick, and I've loved a lot of lipstick. I love the Maybelline matte lipsticks, are amazing. They have great colors, they're great texture and consistency. There's a lot of great lipsticks at the drugstore, and you guys probably know that, but this one has been my favorite, and that is the Milani matte lipsticks. This is in the shade Matte Naked 61. I really love this color. It's literally what I'm wearing right now. It's just a perfect cool pink, kind of almost grayish brown to it. It's so wearable, it's great for every day, and these matte lipsticks don't feel drying whatsoever. As much as I love the Maybelline ones and so many other ones, they do end up getting dry when you go over with a second coat. It just feels dry and it feels a bit too heavy. This isn't like that. This actually almost feels moisturizing, but it is matte and it really sticks around for a really long time, and I'd really recommend it. And Milani lipsticks are so affordable. I think they're like $5 or something. And the packaging is gorgeous. I mean, you cannot beat this gold packaging. And then two more. One is my favorite kind of hairspray product, and that is the Ava NYC Surfs Up Texture Spray. I've talked about this before, and it just smells so good, and it's just the best hairspray. I'm not a big hairspray person. I don't like my hair to feel crunchy. I like it to look very natural and soft, and so I find this to be really nice. I've tried a lot of texture sprays, and some feel too crunchy. They make your hair too dry and matte, and they don't smell good, or they just don't have something exactly right with them. Some of them are like liquidy and they like kind of don't disperse properly. This is like that kind of like a dry shampoo kind of spray, so it's not gonna like just hit one spot and make it wet and gross. It smells really nice, and it just kind of gives your hair that like undone beachy vibe, but it also holds the curl, it holds the texture and the style for a really long time, and it doesn't feel like anything. That's what's so great. Like, it actually gives your hair hold, and it literally feels like there's nothing in your hair. And then last but not least, something you can I think only get at Ulta in the States. I do order mine online from Feel Unique, but it's the St. Moriz tanning mousse. I get the one in dark, and I love this. Don't like judge on how I look now. I'm just on a pale ghost. I matched the freaking wall, but this is so good. You guys know I've sweared by the St. Tropez bronzing mousse for years. Like, I love it, but this one is a quarter of the price, if not less. It lasts super long. Honestly, I bought a second one thinking I was gonna run out of the first one I had, and I'm still using the first one I had. It smells so much better than the St. Tropez one. It really just smells good. Like, it has like a nice tropical smell. It doesn't have that like gross fake tan smell. The mousse on this one is a lot more mousse-like, so it's super easy to blend into the skin, and it just kind of, I don't want to say the guide color is more intense. It's actually less intense than the one from St. Tropez, but it just blends so much nicer. It almost feels moisturizing. It doesn't get all over things as much as that one. This one I can adjust in like 5 or 10 minutes, and then the St. Tropez one I feel like I have to wait a half an hour before I can get dressed for it to like really dry down so it doesn't get on any clothes or pajamas. For the price, like, you can't beat it. This one's so good. So that is my last drugstore beauty find. Obviously I love a lot more things from the drugstore. I'm a huge drugstore person. Those are my like top things I would really recommend. Let me know if you have any questions about them. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to see more from me. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.